Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Pathfinder Westmarch game. We will be once again joined by a few returning players as we journey through the Dragonlands, heading westwardly. Finally, we're actually going west in this Westmarch game. We are going to be three of our returning players will be heading towards Sapphire Callum to go and help Ranu, our resident sad boy, to confront his brother and who has tried to assassinate him. Ranu will not be joining us for this particular. Ranu's player will not be joining us for this particular session, but for next session, we will actually have Ranu's player along with us. So, without further ado, I'm going to go over to our players and... Hi, everybody!
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
How is everyone this evening?
I'm well.
I'm doing good.
I
I
believe
made my
someone's
character too
missing.
powerful.
What'd you say, Veni?
I believe in the map, someone moved.
No, this is the right amount of people.
Wait, why can't I see you, Huffy?
You can see me.
I can
did
only
you
see
go?
I can only see
Yeah.
two small tokens.
Don't worry about it. I'm here.
Where?
You're here.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I can't even find you, and I can't move, so I can't move your token.
I know exactly where I am, so it'll be all right.
Did you delete the token?
Do you want to see where I am? Do you want me to
Yeah,
show you where I am?
ping for me. So I
Well,
can-
no. We should wait until we're
Oh
visible on
wait,
screen.
are you
so that
on
the...
the? Are you on
No. Shh.
Are you on the
We should- we should-
darkness?
No. If we're gonna be doing the grand reveal of where I'm hiding, we should share this with the stream. I think. But we don't have to if you don't wanna. If you.
I found you. Okay.
I was gonna peek out over the top. Like,
Amazing.
I found you.
but you're a spoil sport, Bell. That's what you are. This guy doesn't have a health bar. How is his health bar?
Oh, I forgot to make it where... Okay. I could fix that, actually.
Yay. Okay.
There we go.
Now you'll. Oh, actually, now I can hide even better.
But yeah, so welcome everybody to this... I think this will be our 49th episode of the Westmarch campaign. So next session will be the 50th episode. And so why don't we go ahead and introduce your characters and who you are. And we're going to start with our newest member. Crystal, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi. My name is Crystal. I also stream and go by the name of Crystal ENVT. My character is Gem Rourke. The definition of her character is rock, in that she's a geokineticist, so she bends rock. She's Lunarian Tiefling, so she has the gem horns. Her skin is all rocky. She's a rock climber. Basically, you take rock and yes.
Rock and stone.
I want to rock.
Yeah, to the bone.
All right. Huffy, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Sure. I am Miss Huffy, and I'll be playing Matron Tisiphone today.
All right. Is that all you're gonna?
She's a snake person.
Snurson. Love. We do love Sneeple here. And Veni, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Hi, I'm Benny. I'll be playing as Cho today, the other Lunarian Tiefling in the party.
Yeah.
Who definitely doesn't look like she hasn't eaten in a couple years.
No, 100%. That doesn't look emaciated as shit.
Yeah, or old.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely wasn't trapped in the Shadowfell for 3,000 years.
For the duration of between Jesus and the rise of the Imperium in 40k.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. Was not stuck there
Uh,
for 30,000 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, she's completely normal.
So normal.
1,000%.
My pronouns are she, they. Um, you can find me anywhere pretty much as Veni. There are some hidden accounts
Yeah. Yeah, I
which
found it.
people might
I
know,
fucking found it.
people might not know. If you find it, hi.
Okay, so, uh, we're gonna pan in kind of first on Gem. So, Gem, for the past, 4 days, you have been on an airship traveling from Zima, which is the literal top of the world, to the Dragonlands at the bottom. Uh, so this has been a 4-day airship ride of you just kind of enduring the turbulence of being in the air for that long.
I like the ground. Like
Yeah.
Earth is my friend, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So how does your character feel as she touches down at the Dragonlands as this airship lands at the dock and kind of informs everybody that they can leave the ship?
She is very like it's not seasick, you know, but like the equivalent of that for an airship. And she kind of gets down and like kisses the ground a bit, and due to like the earth melding that happens with her what's it called, the earth walk, she ends up like like
Partially
she's so
fused
comfortable
to the
by the
ground.
ground and like yeah kind of fusing a bit in. I imagine the people around are just staring a bit at this
You see
view
a
of
few
rock
people.
person.
You see a few people kind of give you a bombastic side eye, but other than that,
Bombastic.
yeah, other than that, you're fine. The majority of the people that live in the town have seen weirder at this point. Uh,
Fantastic.
like there's a dragon hatchery here, which one point of UEs as a whole is that dragons are incredibly rare. There are 5 dragon eggs in a hatchery in this city. So, that's a...
Well,
that's
it is the Dragonland.
well, yeah, it was called that because that's where they all used to live before the
So-
Gnome King killed most of them.
It's also where they all live now.
Yeah,
so-
it's not where all of them live.
Well,
There are quite a few
no,
that live
okay,
within
okay.
Zima.
I get it. I
there
used
a
too much of
fat
an
dragon?
all.
Say again?
What was that?
Isn't there a fat blue dragon?
There
somewhere?
is, but nobody really knows where he is. He's in hiding.
Well, we know where he is now. In hiding.
Yeah.
Now we just have to find hiding.
Yeah, show me hiding on the map.
Find hiding. We find the dragon.
Imagine someone names a town hiding just to be like, hey, I'm in hiding.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Visit.
Hiding, Missouri.
Oh, I'm gonna love this party already. So many puns. But yeah. So you kind of are able to get your bearings within the town. You were informed by the person who sent you here. We're not gonna quite. Well, I mean, for anyone who watched the VOD last time, or was watched the stream last time, you were sent here by the goddess of war Tethala, personally, to guide these fuckers west.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's like, go west, bring the people with you. And it's like, sure.
oh,
I must
okay.
teach them about Buddhism.
Yep, absolutely. But yeah, so you were told, go west, take everyone with you, or at least a group of capable adventurers.
And you found us.
Yeah, and you found these two.
And Club.
So you kind of arrive within the town and are kind of ushered toward the not specifically by any one particular person, but there's a distinct pattern to the clothing of the people that kind of gesture you in the direction of the tavern, where you kind of get the idea that these are probably a part of the order that that you recently joined, as they are wearing similar cloaks to what you were wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of gesture for you to go toward the inn, and that there are two people who are accompanied by an ogre that will need your particular guidance through the woods.
Sounds good, yeah.
And so, Tisiphone and Cho, you folks are in the tavern because that's where where Club is. Club kind of was like, hey, if we're gonna help that person, we should probably meet up in the town.
We're
And
his bodyguard.
yeah,
We gotta make sure that he doesn't get beat up in the tavern.
yeah. So Club the ogre, the very, very charming himbo that he is just kind of ordering drinks and things. And as you guys arrive, Club will just kind of go, so I found out the little drow boy is in the Underdark currently, and we need to head that way.
This is the one that had the assassin sent after them?
Yeah, that's what I understand. He did ask us for help, so...
Yeah, we might as well head off then.
And as kind of these two meet up with the ogre, Jem, you would be able to see these three talking to one another. How do you approach?
I'm just over by the doorway and I see this group standing there, right?
Well, they're by the bar. They're kind of drinking and discussing things,
okay.
but yeah.
Yeah, so with them kind of pointed out to me, I think I just head straight over and introduce myself. Hello, I'm Jem Rourke. I was told that I would be assisting a group of adventurers to head west. Are you the group that I've heard of?
That depends a great deal. Depends a great deal on what you've heard, but it is a pleasure to meet you all the same, Rock.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, all of you. I'm
just as a point, Jim, you were just specifically told by the goddess, hey, your mission is kind of secret. The Coursers are a secret organization. Most people do not know them.
Cool.
I know them.
I missed that part. So cool. Thank you for reminding me.
Your
of that.
your mission is indeed secret.
Okay. Cool.
Well, question.
Yes.
Do I know them?
The Coursers were a group of adventurers and kind of explorers in the early years of UEs that worked directly under Tethala. So you'd know of them.
So what I know of them, it's like they're just like the forward scouts.
Kinda, yeah.
Of the
Yeah,
Tethala.
pretty much.
Got it.
I am wearing one of their cloaks right now.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people do not like know what the Courser symbol looks like. You two specifically would, because you are from the Gods' War.
Because we're old.
Yeah, you're old as shit and know what that symbol means.
Yeah.
Is there something we can do for you, Rock? It seems you are you coming to us for assistance or something?
actually, it seems to be the opposite in that I'm a trail guide. I help lead people across the landscape, and I was told to help you with being able to do this navigation, being able to travel westward. I hear that this is the first time that we're really heading out west from this establishment.
So you're a Sherpa. Who was the one that told you this?
I
You
wish I could tell you directly, but they wish to remain anonymous.
Is it the one whose symbol you bear?
Hmm. Yes, it is.
Okay. I've worked with Tathala's people before. It's okay. You're in comfortable company.
I am one of them. And she just
Yeah.
waves, smiling.
Yes,
Hello.
this one is also one of your distinguished company.
Well, not your specific order, but yeah,
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
But we could use some directions, I suppose.
Excellent. Yeah. I might need to get map for this specific area. I'm from the Zima Mountains, the Zima Wasteland, so I'm very familiar with that area. But I'm sure that my knowledge of trail finding and such will be of use still, even with being able to have a map of this area and being able to pick out landscape markers and such.
Good.
And
Always good to
as you kind of discuss needing a map, you hear the clearing of the throat of the barkeep, and she goes, "I can sell you a map."
How
much is
much
it?
for a map?
It's 2 silver pieces for a map
Oh.
of the area.
How much is Club's tab?
Club's tab is a lot more than 2 silver pieces.
I'm asking how much it is.
17 gold from all of the furniture he's broken trying to
Here's
sit
18. Here's 18. Let's consider it all settled.
on it. And she'll nod and hand you a map. And
Excellent.
the map that you are given is the map that you guys are now on, where you can see all of the places where they've headed so far. You are headed to the area known as Sapphire Callum.
Ooh,
Here?
Sapphire Callum
Here.
is here,
that's the drow.
Oh,
place.
there! I
Yeah.
did not see that.
but
Okay.
you are headed there by way of Emberhaven.
Where are we
wonder this
currently?
took a
It's Reckford.
Yeah, you are currently in Reckford. You are headed to Sapphire
This way.
Callum by way of Emberhaven. So you have to go
This
east
is the
to go
Underdark
west.
entrance that
Yeah,
we're going to, essentially.
yeah, you have to go east to go west.
We're not
Gotta
going
get up,
across the
get down.
ocean, basically. Or
Yeah,
the bay,
yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah. Essentially, you're gonna go
Gotta get up,
underground.
get down, jump around.
Right now, the waters are dangerous.
Mhm.
Well, I forgot to ask something real quick, but would Joe have had time to bake cookies?
Yeah, absolutely. You've
Perfect.
you've been home for a few days now, so yes, you could
Okay.
absolutely have had time to bake cookies.
How old does Jem look?
That is a good question. How old do you look?
I am. I'm 99. Which for a Lunarian tiefling, that's
Very young.
relatively young.
Yeah.
Oh, the baby.
Like adult, but
Yeah,
not
yeah. Like
relatively
you're
young.
you're like 20.
It's equivalent of- Yeah.
You're like a quarter the age before I got stuck.
Yeah.
I am young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a young
She
adult.
just hands you a cookie. She just hands you a cookie like, no, doesn't even question whether you want one or not.
Just directly.
This
Great.
this this matronly Lunarian tiefling gives kind of the grandmothery vibe.
First of
Amazing.
all, I'm the matron here.
Technically, both of you would be.
My title
Yeah.
is matron, damn it.
Yeah, that is your title.
Yeah, title-wise, yes.
Shall we proceed?
I think so.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring us over to the map so that the stream can see it, and I need everyone to roll me a. I need one person to roll me a D100 for weather. I have the
75.
encounter already drawn out. Oh, okay.
Mm,
So the weather is.
I knew you were going to ask for that, so I
Yeah.
had it ready.
It's nice and sunny for the most part as you traverse. Though there is a chill in the air. You guys have noticed that the weather is starting to feel a bit wintry in this normally tropical location.
windy.
I have a scarf.
Indeed.
I'm
But
gonna wear my
yeah,
scarf around my face.
you all end up in a deep green forest. The energies of fey creatures seem to be kind of pervading this forest. Everybody roll me perception.
You got it.
Oh,
Worth
No.
it.
I see nothing.
A nat 1 and a nat 3. Wonderful start.
There it is. Perception.
Still
Watch me
adjusting my
roll.
skill scores.
Watch me roll better than both of you and still get a lower result.
I mean, it's yeah, there we go. Hey, look at you.
Yay!
You don't have a +9 to your perception, so you can't be faulted for if you had rolled lower, but you did a good job.
I
So
also-
So, none of you see anything at first, but you get the distinct feeling that something is watching you as the winds kind of kick up as you walk through this forest.
Great. Love that.
I'm gonna stare into the forest a lot while we're walking, just as a deterrent, because I look like a Gorgon. Most things won't try to make eye contact with me.
Things that can be turned to stone, yeah.
Yeah, at the very least, I'll just keep an eye out just to be spooky.
Okay.
Hey, Belle,
Mm-hmm.
can I fly up and
may.
try to see if something's around?
You may.
Perfect.
If you see anything, tell me where and I'll scream at it.
Okay.
Screm. Yeah, so you kind of getting a better visual on things. You get the feeling this isn't what was watching you, but you can see farther on the path, and you do see 2 illithid and an undead griffin.
No.
Rip to the griffin.
Yeah, I see why you
I-
think that we wouldn't be friendly with them.
Yeah. Joe would go down and tell Dizzy, hey, more things. What's their name again? We killed them so
Jim.
fast now. We killed them so fast back then.
Oh, yeah. You would know that they are known to you, they were known as mind witnesses.
Yeah. Mind
Fish.
witnesses. We got some of those there, and none that griffin.
Oh. Did you say an undead griffin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a shame. She says
Poor-
through gritted teeth.
Poor beast.
Yeah.
Let's, shall we go confront them?
Yeah. Put them out of their misery.
How are you in terms of sneaky, Jim?
I am proficient in it and relatively sneaky beyond that as well.
Okay. Would you like to try to do a sneak attack on them while Cho does the walk through and say hello?
Yeah. Yeah. Just to confirm, I have is this technically difficult terrain with like trees and such?
If you were to go into the brush, yes, but
Okay.
on the path, no.
Okay. So I'd be walking on the ground, but like kind of going through the brush. That still counts for the earth walk, I'd assume, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So then it's not.
so long
treated
as there's
difficult
not,
terrain.
so long as there's not water, or sheer cliff drop, you're fine as far as your earth walk goes.
Okay.
To avoid the difficult terrain, can I be on the treetops style like I was in the previous?
You can.
Sick. Would that be acrobatics, perhaps?
Roll climb.
Sure. 21.
Yeah, you can be on the tree top.
Hell yeah. Snakes are so good at climbing, you don't even know.
So, Tsephone,
Yo, what's
roll me a wisdom save.
that? Yeah, you got it. You
A
mean a will save?
Yeah.
14.
You hear a whisper, but you can't really make out what it's saying.
Also, if this is a mind affecting ability or sleep paralysis or stun effect, I have a +2 to that.
It is not. It is just
Okie
something
dokie.
attempting to communicate with you, but you can't quite make out what it is.
Is it the same kind of try to contact me as when I'm wearing this mask, or the someone else kind of situation?
This seems to be a outwardly force. This is something that it's not a spirit. This is a creature of some kind trying to communicate with you, but you can't.
And
quite make out
are
what it is.
either of the ones that we can see noticing us just yet?
No, they seem to be attempting to wrangle in the griffin.
Interesting. Can I voluntarily listen to these words rather than will save it?
Yeah, you absolutely can. So you hear the words "keep your friends close," but in a like soft, almost childlike whisper.
Interesting. And it's just that part of the phrase. It's not
Yep.
the whole thing.
It's
or-
not the whole
okay.
thing. It's just keep your friends close.
Interesting. Alrighty.
And every
So the
time
plan is-
this phrase repeats, the wind kicks up underneath you.
Like in the tree?
Yeah, like it's causing the tree to bow back and forth. The wind is strong enough where it's like shifting all of the trees around you each time this phrase is repeated.
No, well, show you can fly, so I trust you to be able to get to us if we need you.
Yeah, so the plan here is you're going to go in and like talk, confront them, and then we'll sneak attack behind.
Seems reasonable to me. What do you think,
By
Joe?
the way, to Tiffany, you can see that Joe is taking out her mask.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like that's how that's gonna go.
I have no
That's
idea what
a-
that means, but I guess I'll see soon
It
enough.
means death. Death to your
Yeah.
enemies.
Let's prioritize the
Mind witnesses.
eldritches over here, and if we can I can probably help wrangle the griffin as much as that will be a emotional struggle. I think I can probably help.
That's right. Need to get just a little bit closer. 'Cause it's 30 foot.
I move
Tools.
at the very least up to here.
Okay. So as you move within the like area of where the mind witnesses are, they will turn. One of them will turn to look at you, and make a will save.
Mm-hmm. $14.
That does not quite. That does not quite make it. He casts Dominate Person on you,
Oh no!
and will go, Thrall, help us get this monster under control.
Uh, okay. No extra bonuses because it's a griffin, right?
No, unfortunately.
I think at the first sign of obedience from Cho, I'm probably going to intervene.
Okay, because
Yeah.
well, it was very obvious that he lifted a hand, cast a thing, and then gave Cho an order.
Well, it's to see if it worked.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It absolutely did. It's very obvious that it did.
Yeah, she has her
Gotcha.
mask on and is not drawing her sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm. I'd also like to assist for intervening. Could I use Entangling Infusion?
You absolutely can.
Ooh.
Cho, before you step forward, a massive hand like claps on your shoulder and goes, "Don't go there, boss."
I'm still
As Club will hold your shoulder, but everything in you is telling you to listen to the mind witness.
Mhm.
But yeah, DC reflex save.
Oh geez, I don't have the DC level written down. Saves against your kinetic blast.
Yeah,
Still working out some kinks for my character.
that's okay. So I will roll a.
I'm con based.
Okay.
Constitution based.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 plus wall tolerance affected spell level plus kineticist con modifier.
He rolled a
That's for wild
6,
talent.
so he failed,
Yeah, either way.
Hell yeah.
and takes
So-
10 points of damage.
And then also entangled for a minute.
Yeah. So
Is
I'm
that an
gonna.
AoE or is that just the single target kind of situation?
It's a
10 by 10.
I have no idea how to draw stuff. Draw. It's like a 10 by 10 square.
So he also loses concentration on dominate.
Hell yeah.
I would also like to use barbed chains on the other Eldritch that we see.
Okay,
How do I remove a drawing?
I got it.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you.
This will be a DC 15 will save to avoid being frightened, and it will try to trip, I do believe.
It is
Which will be
immune to
my combat
fear.
move. Oh. Well, I guess that's a little bit of a waste then.
I mean, you can
I
trip
change-
it.
I guess. Yeah, I'll go for the trip. Does a 20 beat at CMD? It might actually.
Yeah, it does, and he is prone.
Cool. This one's knocked on his ass then.
Yeah. Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh yeah. One's entangled and the other one is tripped.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Let me get the battle music on my end.
Where- Knit. There we go.
Okay. No, that's the wrong one. There it is. Initiative.
Jem, what did you roll?
I rolled a 9, a very solid 9 there.
Nice. Cho.
17.
Tisiphone.
16.
Club rolled a 4, and the baddies rolled a 8. Alrighty, so Cho, you are first.
Okay, I get 1 Kenki for rolling initiative, an extra one for going before any of my enemies. Then I'm just going to 5-foot step here as a free action
Okay.
and attack this thing. Where is it? Katana, there it is.
Ooh, we got a critter right away.
Holy shit. All right. So roll 8 plus your whatever your maximum damage would be. So what is
Maximum
Yeah,
is
so
also
that
okay, it looks
is an 8. So,
So
1d8 plus 2 plus 8. So
yeah, so 16.
damage modifier 8, not 89. That is a 16 total
Yeah.
damage.
Alrighty. Oh wait, no, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one to give that minus 16 to.
Nice.
Bow.
Yeah. So you immediately begin to wail on this fucking thing. You have 2 more actions. What do you do?
17.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Jeepers. Glad I'm really good at fighting then.
Yeah, last attack with my katana.
All right.
25?
25 will hit, yeah, so 7 more points of damage. All right, it is still standing. Barely, but it's standing.
I'm still standing.
Up next, I believe, is Tisiphone. You're next.
Wonderful. Let's see. Okay, so I can't do multiple chains just yet. Okay.
Are you
So
still?
I think I'm gonna get down.
Are you still listening for the whispers?
Mhm.
You hear?
Does the Whispers have something to
You
say?
hear? Release the griffin! Release the griffin!
you got it, buddy. Okay. So I think what Giuseppe is going to do is she's going to jump down and slam her whole body into this dude right here.
Alrighty.
Excellent.
Roll an attack roll.
This will be at a +5 because of Dragon Style.
Nice.
That'll
That
be a 20.
misses. Oh, that's 20. Yeah, I thought the +5 was already there. Yeah, that hits, and
Unfortunately-
we'll kill him.
Right on. Unfortunately, I can't do double my strength score to like attacks in that way. I
Yeah.
can for damage. All right, cool. So first attack, she essentially tackles this dude to death,
Yeah.
and will use the remaining bit of her action to get. I think this is about as far as she can get before attacking this one with. Let's go for a bite.
So you move
one will
through the
not get a +5.
griffin's. You move through the griffin's square.
If it wants
So,
to attack me, it can.
Yeah, it's gonna attack you.
All right, my AC is a little higher when I have moved. All right, cool. AC 20 for now.
That is so natural 20, total 31.
That hits. All right, Griffin.
You take a total of 19 points of slashing damage from the griffin's claws.
Ouch. That's smart. But it'll be worth it because I'm gonna bite this this guy's tentacled neck out.
Okay, go ahead.
That'll be a 17.
That misses.
Damn it. All right, and then the last action, she will use her cosmic sickle to try to stab him.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
29.
29 will hit. Yeah.
Wonderful.
What is that?
He has
What is the-
-7 to his maximum hit points.
Okay.
And if he wasn't already tripped, he's tripped again.
28.
Somehow they're laying on the ground and then get tripped.
It's like
Just
a
very
leg sweep spamming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has taken. He now has 28 maximum hit points instead of 35.
Hell yeah. Good.
I just got the imagery of like, have you seen when an enemy falls to the ground, and then falls like, and then the animation for it falling on the ground plays again?
Yeah.
That.
Excellent.
That's her turn. And once this guy gets back up, it'll be an attack of opportunity. So that'll be wonderful.
Alrighty. After you, I believe, is Gem.
Huzzah. To be close enough to attack, it's like over here-ish. So
Yep.
I'm probably just gonna move up to that open space there. And then, oh, I forgot to mention the entangling infusion does cause me to gain 2 burn.
Okay.
3 plus Constitution mod, which is 6. So, if I entangle somebody while they're prone, does that keep them down?
Yeah, it pins them to the ground.
Okay. I don't know how these sorts of sessions normally go, like how long for... I'm trying to determine how much burn to use.
Well, usually I run between 9 and midnight, so
Got you. Okay.
yeah, I try to
So-
end before like 1 a.m. ish.
Yeah. So I probably shouldn't use more burn right now then. So I'm going to go ahead and use just a standard Earth Blast.
Alrighty.
That does not roll well enough.
No, that will not roll well enough to hit the Mind Witness. However, it does roll well enough to hit the Griffin.
Ooh.
But that is a choice. You don't have to hit the Griffin.
Yeah, no, I was going for the Mind Witness. So
Okay, so because the area of effect of the Mind Blast is a 10-foot cube, you can I will say that the 10-foot cube that you hit is right here ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Sounds
there.
good.
Yeah. So
Is it difficult terrain now?
no. And it misses, so you don't quite deal that 13 points of damage you would have dealt.
Right, which it's like, how do I miss something that's like a 10-foot
Yeah.
cube, you know?
Roll again if you would like, because you do have 2 more actions.
Oh right.
If
because
you
I get
didn't,
free
if you
action for
didn't,
short-
if you didn't move your full if you moved your full, like movement, you only have 1 more action, because it's
Right.
yeah.
Is movement one of his
fine.
actions?
Movement is a half action. If you
Yeah,
move
I
your full,
moved-
your full.
I moved from here, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
And my land speed is 30, and I didn't deal with the difficult terrain, so that wasn't my full
Yeah.
movement. 4, 5, just barely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, more Earth Blasts. Nope.
Nat 1. All right.
There we go.
35 will hit. So
But
after
only 9 points of damage, unfortunately.
yeah, after several tries, you do eventually hit.
Not a great showing.
Yeah.
Throw a rock! Throw a rock! Throw a rock!
So to Stephanie,
Yo, what's up?
and Jim, roll me a reflex save as the whispers then go, "We told you to keep your friends close."
We were close.
Yeah.
Reflex. No.
All right, so I'm gonna roll public for this one. Oh.
Oof.
We're gonna get fireballed or some shit.
I get decimated.
Okay, so Jim, you take 15 points of damage, as do the Griffin and the Mind Witness.
What flavor of damage is this?
This is force damage. This is from Gale Force Wind.
Okay. I don't think I get that reduced, so it's just going to be the straight 15 then.
Yeah, so you guys feel wind so hard that it feels like something has hit you with a tremendous force.
I should ask and clarify something with hit points.
Okay.
So I did do the roll for increasing my hit points, but I was at 11 max hit points before, which seems a little low.
When you yeah, so your max hit points should have been D8 plus your con mod for level 1, and then roll twice for levels 2 and 3, and then roll again for level 4. So do me a favor, just roll me 2 D8s.
Yep. There we go. So I
Yeah.
have 14 more HP.
Yeah.
I was like, seems like
I think
compared to
you're a
other-
little low. I think you're
Yeah,
a
I was
little low.
Yeah. So like when
11.
you had
I think
19
11 was
damage
your level 1 hit points.
Yeah.
I think so, and then I forgot to increase it. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you had it deal 19 points of damage, I was like, that's all of my health. I don't think you're that.
Yeah. No.
Also, don't forget to add your Constitution modifier.
Yeah, to each of those rolls.
And if you decided to, your favorite class bonus if you chose +1 health.
Yep.
I don't fully know what a favored class bonus.
We're
So
gonna go
is.
ahead and
level up?
give you. We're
Yeah.
just gonna go ahead and give you +1 on top of your con mod to each of those
Yeah.
rolls.
Sure. So, 14 plus 6, 20, 22. So I'm at 27
Yeah.
HP currently.
Sounds about right.
Of 33 plus 6 plus 2. So I'm at 41 max HP.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. That's a bit better. I was like, I seem to be a little bit low on health.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys feel these heavy gale force winds hit you from behind as if something just came up and punched you in the back of the head. And then almost as if from everywhere in the forest, a echoing childlike laugh.
Like, I don't know about you, but within 25 feet is still pretty close. That's like the close measuring distance for spells.
That's like 5 meters, right? Wait, no, that is a lot more.
Apparently,
Huh?
whatever
Mirrors?
the meters.
Oh.
Oh, that's 7 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not close.
Yeah.
We're
So
pretty close.
so you are apparently not close enough for whatever this entity is.
We're within the close distance of spells.
Yeah, for
25
spells.
feet plus 5 per every level or something.
Yeah. But as far as that goes, you apparently whatever this entity is does not think you're close enough.
I'm gonna raise my parasol in spite.
Okay.
I'm loving more about these characters.
But yeah, so you see the mind witness also get hit with this force, and it looks as if there is a fist-like imprint on its face when it when the wind dissipates.
Hell yeah.
Like there are distinctive knuckle prints in the side of this thing's head.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So who's next?
Up next is. Let me jump over to my little screen here. It is the enemy turn, and the mind witness is going to cast Thunder Wave. So roll a reflex save to Symphony.
You got it. Casting from the ground, I take it.
Yeah, he's not getting up. Let me double check Thunder Wave really quickly.
Doesn't
I think it means I'm not
casting-
pushed back and
Yeah.
probably take half.
Wait. Is it a spell like?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. No attack of opportunity then.
Yeah, no. No, normally
It's also Thunderwave. Thunderwave is a bit of a rude one with that in particular.
Yeah, normally it would be a spell, but this is a spell-like ability
Yeah.
version of Thunderwave. So you take half of a 2d8. So I'll roll. I'm gonna roll damage public from now on, I do believe.
Okay.
You take 4 points of thunder damage,
Yeah.
and then he
Very
will,
rude.
and then he will attempt to. I need you to make a will save against a mind-altering effect.
Okay, so this will be at a +2.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, so he attempts to dominate you like he did your friend, and is unable to. Will growl and then will swipe at your feet with a scimitar.
Is there a penalty from attacking from the ground?
Yeah, he
Yes.
takes. It's a -5.
Gotcha.
That's a decent amount.
And
That's a 9. I'm assuming that
No.
doesn't hit your AC.
Not at all.
All right, and now, What is your AC? Because the Griffin is now going to attack as well.
It is 20.
Alrighty. Okay, so the Griffin exactly hits your AC.
Checks out. Gonna get mauled to death by the griffin I tried to save.
Figures.
You take 9 points of slashing damage from the Griffin's claws, and then it will attempt to flee.
I will not attack of opportunity the griffin.
Okay. It did see you as a threat because it did not know what was happening, because it's mostly dead. And it is going to attempt to flee up this way and then down, and then fly down toward this path here, and then disappear into the darkness.
Uh-oh.
I will, however, reveal a little bit of this area because you guys are closer. You can see that it's going into a cave.
Okay.
And then it is Club's turn. Club is going to come right here and pump 15 points of lay on hands onto Tiffany. And
What type of healing is this?
he's using negative energy because he knows not to put positive
Cool.
energy into you. And then he will raise his axe and just bring it down on top of the Mind Witness.
You said 15?
Yes.
Okay, I can totally count.
By the way, you can also do a plus or minus on the circle on the token.
Circle on the token?
So click your token,
Okay.
where it's your HP is. You can do minus whatever or plus whatever, and it'll change your health.
Where are you seeing this minus and plus when you click on your character?
Oh no, you click, then you select the health. Why can I not select? Never mind, I cannot select the health.
So
Circle.
Okay. Cool.
when it's in the green circle, you can edit it, but when it's in the blue circle, you can't
got
edit it. And I
Got it.
forget why Roll20 by default puts the health in the blue circle. It's like,
I don't know.
You can change the
It's
option.
weird.
I don't really care. I already fixed it.
Yeah,
It's all good.
yeah. Just a color of life thing that I
fixed
thought
it.
would help.
I figured out how to make it not do that. Also,
Yay.
Club rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah, club.
Club
Welcome to the club.
Club just decapitates this thing and holds up its head like, did I do it?
Yes, you did. You did so good. What a
Sure,
sweet
just
boy you are.
thumbs up him, just like yay.
Do we go kill the big chicken now?
not kill. It seems more scared than actually a threat.
Yes. I could try to convene with it if it'll let me approach.
You said it's near death?
It is undead.
It is undead. Okay.
That's
Yeah,
about
it's-
as near death as you can get.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
undead.
does that count for like the Death Watch
Yeah.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Stephanie, from where you are, and Cho as well, you can see kind of inside the cave as the griffin stumbles forward and then just falls as the two necromancers that brought it back to life are now dead.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
Oh, it died? No.
I think Tisiphone will offer a prayer to Cassiopeia for this.
Okay.
Yeah, Cho will offer one to Dethahala, since it is a griffin.
Yeah. So that is her animal.
Yeah.
If are you going to head into the cave where the griffin died?
I mean,
'Cause
it's a cave. Where it's not our destination.
It seemed to be crawling toward something. Like in its last
Yeah.
death throes, it was scraping itself
Ooh,
towards something.
Okay, there's something in there. We gotta go.
Yeah, Cho is going in there, mostly to give her respects to the undead griffin.
It's a baby.
It is a griffin hatchling.
Is that baby undead? I would hope not.
No, it's a living griffin hatchling. From the looks of the fact there is like fresh meat around this baby, this griffin was probably alive this morning.
Oh, jeez.
Those mind witnesses probably killed and then resurrected the griffin.
That's fucked up. Would we have been able to find anything on the bodies of those people?
Pair of black robes that seemed rather nice comparatively to what most Illithid wear. A pair of scimitar with they're almost like falchions, but not quite. Like they're a little too curved to be falchions, with ornate scabbards on them, and that bear what appear to be cloud-like insignias around the like fixtures on the blades. So
Is
like
this
the
a-
spacers and things.
Is this a magic weapon description or is this a lore weapon description?
A little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Does this
Okay.
have to do with the air wind goddess?
Yeah, this is the symbol
Hmm.
of the wind god that passed many years, that died many years ago. A club is not quite small enough to fit in the hole, so he cannot
Yeah.
Oh.
enter the griffin had to squeeze its way in. Club's too
I will
big.
wait with Club.
Club too big.
I will keep him company out here.
But yeah, you guys kind of see this baby griffin kind of look up at you, terrified, because it's what was its mother just died in front of it.
I
Again,
will take off her mask, by the way, before entering.
Okay. It is a baby griffin. It does not speak,
Yeah.
unless you have speak with animal.
Ooh, I have wild empathy. Does that count?
That will allow you to communicate with the griffin, not the other way around. The griffin will understand you, but you cannot understand it.
Well,
at least
So-
that could get us
Hmm?
to get it to be more trustful of us.
You could roll animal handling.
Yeah. Joe will try and give it some rations.
1 second, folks. I'm working. What do you need? Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back.
no worries.
But yeah, what did you say you were gonna do, Veni?
Joe will take out her rations. Like, they're just in the bag that she bought them in.
Okay.
And open it and offer some to the baby griffin.
Roll animal handling to see if it trusts you enough to take the rations from you.
22.
Yeah, it will come up and kind of peck some of the like dried meats and things out of your hand, and will like nuzzle up against your hand.
Baby griffin.
For size comparison, this is like the size of a small of like a full-grown German Shepherd.
Yeah. Baby griffin.
Baby, big.
Yeah, big baby, but still a baby. Because
Yeah.
griffins are like the size of like a brown bear, but with a 50-foot wingspan.
Yeah, that
True.
size.
But yeah, so the griffin kind of like nuzzles up against you, and then will look to its mother, and then will like scurry around it, terrified.
Yeah, that's haunting to like A, see the mother die, but then B, see the mother risen and then die again.
Yeah, and then
Like,
crawling toward you, die again. Yeah.
yeah.
Jo will try her best to get in between the baby griffin
Yeah.
and the undead mothers. In between them, I say twice. Sidewise.
Well, it's not taking its eyes off of it, off of the corpse. It thinks it's gonna get back up and attack it. But as it gets about right here where the cave exit is, it will fly off into the like perimeter of the forest. You might see it again. You might not. You never know.
Yeah.
Goodbye, little one.
Yeah, goodbye, little one.
Yeah, it's sad that one is.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And Club will kind of make his way out.
Yeah.
And when you guys eventually do make your way out of the cave, Club is sitting there with the back of his axe just hammering on the corpses.
Yeah, that checks out.
He's pissed.
It's reassuring, at least, that there was a hatchling to continue on the, enjoying life and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, boss, my axe won't go through these clothes.
Magic robes, then.
Yeah.
Guess I'll take one and give it a gander. I don't have good identify, but I can stare at it really hard.
Yeah. Roll Arcana.
Neither do I.
It's made of polyester.
It's magic, because Club's axe won't go through it, but you don't know what kind of magic.
Can I put it over my body wraps?
You can.
Cool. I'll put them on. See, we'll find out.
It's got some mind flayer goop inside, but you.
Goopy.
Doesn't trust that.
What's a little bit of goop between friends?
Well, being the base form of a mind flayer is just goop.
It's just mucus.
As they're working on figuring out taking items off of the mind flayers, I'm gonna just kind of step over here and like pull out the map, trying to find like points in the distance for kind of figuring out where we are and where we should be heading to next.
What category of sword is this? I know it was a curved sword
it's a
that is
scimitar.
not a falchion.
Scimitar.
Okay.
These are both
And then
scimitars.
do you know if that's exotic or martial? or-
Martial. Scimitar is a
Okay.
martial weapon.
Yeah.
Cho will be behind Gem and like try and think back to the God's War to like compare the map now to then.
Okay.
Like
so,
how different the world is.
So the world is categorically. It's almost as if it was locked in time in this area. The world map itself is very different, but the Dragonlands are unchanged.
Having health insurance is important. So, if you or anyone in your family
Weird.
I think for now I'll just tuck away the swords and robes because it seems as though the party is not super interested in them. They'll just be forgotten for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, the robes. Cho would rather burn them.
Because they were on the back of a mind flayer. But yeah, you would know that the southmost going this way is the way you need to go to get to Emberhaven. This way is the road to Weregild.
Seems we've got that Skypea south and north.
Yeah.
Tiffany, I noticed that you took some damage in that last fight. I do have knowledge in healing. Would you like to be patched up before we continue down the road?
I think I can actually expedite that process without you needing to worry about your spell slots. And she will.
No, it's a physical healing.
Surgical?
Healer's kit. Yeah, healer's kit.
Yeah, healer's kit.
Yeah.
Mine is more of a natural healing kind of thing I can do.
Sure.
And as we walk, I'm gonna just gain fast healing 3 while we're walking for like a minute.
Okay.
That's 10 rounds.
Yes.
So I get 30 hit points back, so I'm back up to full in the walk it takes to get out of this area, I'm sure.
Okay. And if you would like, Jem, what you can do is you can consider the rest of the walk that you're headed there as like a short rest and roll one of your 4d8 hit die to heal yourself.
So it's 4d8, and that's how much health I get back.
Well, you can't.
Well,
You
you
have
can-
4d8
it's
total.
one of the 4d.
Yeah, you can
It's-
roll.
Okay,
You can
okay, I
you
get
can
it
roll.
now.
Yeah.
You can roll up to 4d8, but you can choose not to use all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm stealing stealing the short rest mechanics from 5th edition.
Sure. What time of day is it at this point?
It's about it's a little past midday, so like 3-4 in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll probably use 2 hit dice then.
Okay.
11.
Alrighty.
So that's 42.
Fun fact, while I'm doing this kind of healing, I'm immune to non-lethal damage, ability damage, and ability drain while I'm doing this.
1 second, I just have to
Nice.
double check which. All right, so you guys do within the time it takes to continue your journey, make it to the entrance to Emberhaven, the city in the Underdark in which you were destined to head toward. Club will stop at the entrance of the Underdark and kind of go, I don't enjoy the scary dark places of the earth, spiders and whatnot down there. I'm gonna stay up here though.
You're not
That's
coming.
fine.
You're not coming to the Underdark for the quest.
He'll shake his head and go, no, I just wanted to make sure you guys got here safe. I can't quite go down there.
Well, you're a sweet boy, and I appreciate you coming along.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And he'll like nod and
Yeah.
go, I'm gonna head back to town, see if I can find a little griffin.
Before you go,
Yeah.
take one of these swords for good luck, just in case.
And he will take the sword. To him, this looks like a pocket knife.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a letter opener for him. but
Yeah, essentially.
It's
It's a well. Wait,
It's a
hold
throwing
on,
knife.
hold on. It's a magic sword. It increases to his size, doesn't it?
When he takes it, it does. It is now fucking gigantic.
Hell yeah! Now we have confirmation that these are magic.
Yeah, they are in fact magical blades. And he'll look it over and go, oh wow, and he'll hook it to his belt and sheath it,
Take it easy. I'll see you later.
and he'll head back out toward Reckford.
Shall we visit the palace while we're in town, or are we keeping the mischief to a minimum?
That is up to you. As far
I asked
as
the party.
Okay.
Oh.
Is this? Do we need to stock up on any supplies, or is this just it like passing through?
Well, this is where your contact is. You will have to find him eventually.
We have a contact.
Yeah. So this is where Ranu is.
Oh, I thought we were going to Sapphire Cow.
Sapphire Callum is where Ranu's brother is, because that's where Ranu is from.
Okay.
But eventually, by the end of this session, hopefully, Ranu will be joining you. But you guys can kind of check out the city of Emberhaven while you're underground, because this is probably the first time, probably ever, that Cho and Tisiphone have even been in the Underdark, because before the Gods' War, the Underdark was not colonized. This was just the domain of the Mind Flayers.
Nifty place.
It just looks around like, good they made use of the space.
Ooh, a scholar's word, you say?
Yeah.
The Scholar's Word of Mind Flayers, is that right?
So this is a Dwegar city.
Yeah.
Way
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
This is a Duragar city. So eventually, after the Gods' War, the Duragar and the Shadow Elves started colonizing the Underdark and destroying the Illithid as a way to fight back now that their master is dead. Since Malakar is dead as fuck.
Yeah, that is.
So yeah, if there is somewhere within the city you would like to explore, you just let me know.
I think I know where this is going.
That's what I think. I think that's where I'm gonna cast my ballot to go check out anyway.
The Scholars Ward.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the others go elsewhere?
I'll kind of follow the group. Jem is, more of a person for outside of the city, exploring the landscape. So she's a little bit lost while
Little out of her element here.
Yeah.
I will go ahead. Yeah, there is. You're not wrong. That is where Ranu is. Is where the palace district. However,
Lovely.
if you give me 2 seconds, I gotta place another thing. I gotta find his character sheet really quickly.
So does the Fay Heath district sell chocolate?
They do, actually.
Hell yeah, as they should.
And
Is that Brock?
that is. That's where Brack Norvegicus has held up in the Powder District.
Ah, that checks out.
But yeah, so you guys are able to kind of head toward the Scholars District. This large repository of ancient and current knowledge. Essentially, on every street corner, there are bookstores and libraries, and there are like shelves upon shelves of books just like out in the open that are being tended to by Darrow. These short little, just chill-looking halfling dudes. They are the deep halflings. A deeper, like almost gray ash skin color, bright white and blue hair colors, and they are dusting and tending to the books, as this is where they live, is the Scholars District of Emberhaven.
Right on.
What are you specifically looking for within the Scholars Ward?
Well, is there anything that would catch the eye of a monastery leader, especially one for Cassiopeia?
Well, there are a lot of ancient texts and, like, books that kind of depict how Cassiopeia founded a few of the cities within UEs. There are, histories of, the capture of Cassiopeia by the dead goddess Orchid. There are, just...
Who the fuck is Orc?
Yeah, it will kind of go into full detail as to what happened and who Orchid was. One of the Darrow just kind of going, yes, that crazy bitch.
Oh.
I
didn't realize you would be reading over my shoulder. Hello.
Well, I mean, it's more under your shoulder, but yeah. He's little bitty guy.
Sorry, my shoulders are so high up. Over my hip, then.
Yes, yeah, that's a little more accurate. Yeah, no, it's less what you were reading. It's less. It's the book's got a snowflake on the outside of the cover, so I figured it was a book about Orchid. She was a crazy old woman who she wasn't really old, but she was a former god who decided to try and capture one of the other gods and ended up getting absolutely fucking destroyed, like more than once. So she somehow keeps coming back. We don't understand how it works or like why she keeps coming back, but Malakar and Helios don't, and the other dead gods, but we're not supposed to talk about them.
Are you afraid of the past?
No, it's more. Well, there is one of them that we're not supposed to say her name, but like because if we do, she tends to she plays tricks on people, but she's not the trickster god anymore because she was replaced by another trickster god. It's a weird dichotomy.
Wait, there's new gods?
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
there are
a
new
few.
gods.
There's a good few new gods.
We met
But-
the pink one.
Yeah.
You all
And
speak so openly about gods, like you meet them every day.
well, I mean,
I fought alongside them.
I've met a couple.
quite
Alright, then.
quite often. I mean, it is you know, at least for those who live in the mainland, it's kind of normal for the gods to be just kind of places, because like Tethala runs the city of Moon's Reach, and he'll like unfurl a giant world map and point to the city of Moon's Reach, and he goes, "She
Who
lives
are you?
there." Oh, I am chronicler Hephaestus. I
Oh, that would
run.
explain why you're so prepared.
Yeah, this is kind of my job. I
I see.
I run the Scholar District.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize.
Oh no! This is kind of a thing that I do all the time. People come here, they seek knowledge. It's kind of my thing.
I was more interested in the Cassiopeia content of this book. Do you have more texts that I can review?
Yeah, I've got a good bit. We've got a whole, and he'll like lead you over. He'll like grab your hand and like kind of plot over to this massive fucking library that is in the shape of a giant snake.
Her hands are cold and scaly.
He does not seem to mind. His are cold and clammy. He lives in the Underdark.
Vitamin D deficiency. A.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess Cassiopeia, she's just gonna look around and look at the Cassiopeia books mostly.
Yeah. She can get if you want, she can get a full knowledge of kind of what's happened in the last 30,000 years. This seems to be a near complete retelling of from the Gods' War to now.
Hell yeah, she will absolutely do a debrief and will help Cho probably also catch up to things.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking for specific books, the Darrow Hephaestus can help you.
Hephaestus, do you also have any books on Kraken style?
Kraken style. I don't personally, but if you go to the Rosecoin district or the slums, there are a couple of monasteries to the goddess of combat. The goddess of combat, Priscilla, has some monasteries down there. Her places teach
That kind of combat.
yes, the honorable one-on-one combat, not war.
That's also honorable for some, especially Tethala. She loves honor.
Yes, and he'll like pull out a book that is just the rules of engagement. That is just labeled the rules of engagement.
Is it
author Tethala?
It should be a purple book that just says Da Rule.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, he goes, yeah, no, this is a fantastic read for anybody that's gonna, go start a war or whatever. We actually almost had one down here a few months ago. The city of Sapphire Callum almost invaded us because our former queen had like attempted to assassinate her brother. It was some weird anti royalty shit. It was a weird time. It was a weird time. Not gonna lie to you.
Are assassins common around here?
Oh yeah, no, the bard folk are typically very famous. They're like almost celebrities.
Rock stars, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're a
I
rock
see what you did there. But yeah, no, assassins in this city are kind of celebrities. So long as you don't get caught, you can brag once the deed is done.
Interesting.
There you go.
Would the other two here also be interested in the monasteries to Priscilla? I assume there's going to be a lot of like fighting going on there.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, would you guys be interested in going and seeing a monastery to the goddess of combat and storms?
Sure.
I don't see why not.
She seems fun.
Thank you for your assistance, Hephaestus.
Hephaestus will kind of nod and go, "It was my pleasure, and it's Hephaestus with an A."
Well, okay.
And then walks away.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys head over to the monastery of honorable combat. This massive, almost Grecian-style Parthenon building with statues of the goddess Priscilla, kind of between each of the sets of columns, wielding different like types of weapons, and in the back is the goddess herself sitting on a throne with her hammer kind of her hand resting on a hammer as she's watching a match between two combatants.
Just
So
kind of quietly whisper under my breath, "Gosh, the second god I've seen."
Wait, I recognize her. We met her when we killed the dragon.
if you were, I think before she was represented as the Demogorgon, but we're going to say that quietly out of earshot because that is a weird thing to talk about in front of her.
So she like will look up at you and go,
Ah, shit.
"I heard that."
Yeah, I should have figured. I apologize.
No, it happens. Especially with
We are-
one as old as you are.
Why, thank you for noticing, but also, how dare you?
Want a cookie? And she offers a cookie.
She'll smile, and instead of taking just one, she'll take the rest of them out of your hand.
The rest.
There.
She's like, "I'm a very hungry lady." She'll start eating.
Like popcorn, just like shoveling.
Yeah. She's a
Like-
big lady. She
Fistfuls of cookies, just like chomping on them.
yeah.
I believe we came here mostly out of curiosity, but I wanted to see if you had any notes on Kraken style.
She'll like think about it for a moment and then nod and go, I could have some of my monks teach you. My wife might even be around to help. Sometimes I can catch her on a good day. But if you're looking to learn, this is a good place to start. You can train with one of the monks here, if you would like.
That would be appreciated. We have some downtime until we can rendezvous with our teammate, so I think that'll be an interesting use of our time, or at least my time. I'm not going to decide for you two.
So the other two can choose what you are going to do within the city, because you do not have to stick in one place.
Yeah. I believe Cho would firstly be very curious about this place because like she's just essentially, if it weren't for her to have been born all the way back like a couple hundred years before the Gods War,
Mm-hmm.
she would probably have worshipped her instead of the Thahala.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me, like, okay. So she'd probably stay here and try to learn more about swordsmanship, but also try and see if there's any more Lunar and Tiefling warriors around and kind of see through that lens
So
how...
there aren't really Lunarian tieflings around within the Dragonlands. A lot of your people spread throughout the world, specifically up towards Zima, because they it's essentially your people were told go where you are needed, and no one was really needed here because the Dragonlands were essentially uninhabited after the war. So you would be told essentially if you're looking for Lunarian tieflings within the city now, you're probably going to want to head to the slums.
Then yeah, Cho would probably head there.
Actually, I have a better monk that I want to set you up against.
But also probably have a talk with Jam,
Yeah.
which could be done either in roleplay or in text.
Yeah, y'all can roleplay that out.
Yeah, and I think Gem by herself was already wanting to go to the slums and to try and give out a bit of the money that she has, because she normally makes do with little, and tries to distribute some of the earnings that she gets to those less fortunate, just because her hometown is like they're a little bit shunned from the
Yeah.
rest of the
Because you live in Zima, which is the top of the world where no one really wants to live.
Right,
so,
but even my tribe is like the city tribe. I don't know what
it would be considered a tribe.
Right, so my tribe is even sort of exiled from like the others, because we all sort of have like this stony variant, and we're like different than the others.
So one thing that I think Jem will notice is that slums for this city specifically is a bit of a misnomer. What you'll notice when going into the slums of Emberhaven is that the city guard mostly live here, and they have built into the stone itself these homes that are maybe a little less ostentatious than the ones of the more noble castes around the city, but they are no less luxurious. Looking around, this is more of the blue collar district. This is where a lot of the people that work with their hands live, and they choose to live a more modest life rather than the.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so probably would have. She heard slums and was like, okay, I'll go there to help them out. But then, like, upon seeing that, it's like, well, it seems maybe that like direct aid isn't necessarily needed here.
Well, if you wanted, you can like go around and help with like projects that they're doing and things of that nature. Because that's always welcome. Like the dwarves of the city are very welcome to like hardworking people, because for Duergar in my world, they have this thing where if they aren't like working with their hands or doing something, they get like agitated. So like having help with like projects and lifting things and working with the stone, that is more than welcome from like outsiders and things. They're very, very happy to work with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll probably assist in some of that,
All right.
But also happy to have this conversation kind of while we're doing this work.
Yeah. So you guys can kind of for right now give this your little roleplay moment. So how does that start off?
I'm probably not thinking directly of it. It's just sort of, I'm living. I've been living my life, and so everything seems normal. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Bell, real quick clarification from me, maybe thinking stuff up, maybe not. Lunarian tieflings are, from what you told me, supposed to have like one horn instead of two.
So
normally,
it looks like normally, what your horns look like is it's a single solid horn that comes out of your head in two spaces and connects.
Okay, I see. Kind of like what's it called? The thing, a dowsing rod kind of structure, but horns.
Yeah, so essentially imagine like you know how horns some horns like will grow up and then curl back toward each other.
This
Imagine
one's spiral with between each other.
yeah, essentially.
Got it.
Cool.
Hmm. Hey,
Yeah.
hmm. I feel. And she genuinely looks confused at how to approach this, the way she's going to try and word it.
And seeing that you're sort of stumbling on conversation, like I'll just say, whatever it is you wish to talk about, I'm my livelihood has always been very modest, and I've been open about talking on many topics. So feel free to bring up whatever it is that you're wishing to talk about.
Do you know why your horns don't curl with the other one? Like mine do.
I don't know necessarily. Just it's been like this.
Specifically,
There's a little bit.
specifically, your tribe's horns, because of your Oriad origins and how the Zima Highlands have morphed your biology, none of your family's horns connect.
Yeah. So it's like we, like, generally speaking, we there's like a little bit of curl, but there's my family don't have that. My siblings, my parents, nobody really has had the horns connect, and I didn't really notice that until pointed out here.
Hello.
Well, it's not that it really matters. You're still here, which is fine. It's just a little curiosity. By the way, why are you here?
Well, the story is that I was commissioned by an explorer to go into some ruins, or help escort him into some ruins, and it ended up being that Pathala was there at the end of the ruins, and he was actually part of the order. So he was in disguise, sort of tricking me, but it was a test to see if I was worthy of being part of the order. And then she sent me down here to help guide you all west. That was literally it. Hey, you're in the order. Guide them west.
Oh. Last I remember the group you're a part of, which
Corsairs.
last I remember the Corsairs, you're like scouts.
Yeah, I think that's the vibe I got. I didn't really get to go through like an orientation process. It's like cloak, go.
Oh,
So
don't worry about that. There's never a good orientation, and if there is, that's just in an office.
Both
Yeah,
of you roll a
that-
will save.
both of us.
Yeah. Both of you roll a
Oh.
will save.
Okay.
Oh no, 7.
Both of you hear, what's an orientation for? That's just boring. It's two separate voices speaking at the same time.
Interesting.
It's for picking who you love.
Do I recognize the voices at all?
Roll religion.
One of them was probably just Stefan.
8.
No.
Gem's not very knowledgeable about religion. Like her group just doesn't follow religious stuff, so she wouldn't even know to really think about like, oh, it's connected to religion. No, wouldn't really know.
Just what the fuck is this weird shit? I thought I got rid of.
Yeah.
I thought I got away from this by leaving Zima.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, you look awfully young to be out here. Well, I do have a little bias towards that, but still.
You see, like I've since like a young age, you know, my 50s or so, I've been working on guiding different people through the Zima Highlands. Just there, basically, there's two different routes that you can go. You can go the more expensive but safer route of taking. Remind me, Bella, was it an airship or a boat?
It was an
across?
airship.
Airship. There's the more expensive route of being able to take the airship across, and that is much safer. You don't have to deal with any of the issues of the route that I was offering for taking people across the landscape. Basically, I was doing it because if I wasn't doing it, and the other guides weren't doing it, these idiots would leave on their own anyway. So I'm there to help guide them and make sure that they don't die in the wilderness. And
Yeah.
I've been doing that for, well, I was coming close to 50 years of doing it, but you know, I've left obviously now to come help out down here.
The professor is now taking over your duties up north.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they did not just leave it so these people would just die.
Right. And I feel like there would probably be other guides because like just one guide is
Oh yeah,
like,
your whole tribe does this.
Yeah.
This is a thing.
right. But yeah. Just like chirp at
Yeah.
people, you know?
You look at Cho and she's like genuinely smiling out of joy that her people weren't essentially just like left alone after the war, like happy that there's something they do.
Hey, that's yeah. I really enjoy what I do, but also I grew up in the mountains and I, you know, every day is like learning more about the like how to work with the land literally, and I kind of lift up a piece of stone and move it. It's been good, but also the looks from the others and I kind of look down to the side.
At you saying the others, you see Cho and you swear she's about to kill someone. Like, that's the kind of look she's giving.
Yeah.
What do you
They're-
mean, the others?
There's others of the Lunarian tieflings. But my tribe has always been sort of shunned off and othered because of our stony skin and you know, differences from like the standard, you know, the norm. So we're like we're very good at what we do, and sometimes we assist the other groups, but like for the like meetings of the tribes and such, it's just not, we're not respected to the same level that the other groups are.
Looks like I'll have to go take a visit there and teach some people some manners that clearly they forgot in the last 30,000 years.
I'm sorry, 30,000 years?
Yeah,
That would make Cho the
that's-
oldest recorded Lunarian tiefling to have survived the war.
that's how long I was
Right.
stuck in the Shadowfell after the Gods War.
You,
Well, during and then after.
Jem, you would know the oldest tiefling within the Council of Elders is about 15,000 years old.
Gotcha.
More than twice, kinda.
Yeah, I was going to say like, I knew like several thousand would be one, but 15,000, yeah. That's wow. That's much older than the eldest of our elders. So, yeah, fascinating. Like, how did you survive so long?
Um, well, mostly through combat, because I was attacked almost daily,
Combat. So
but also
like,
not. I don't know how to explain it.
Roll another will save, the two of you.
Da, da,
Right.
da, da.
rolled better this time.
16.
Okay. So, Cho, do you happen to remember which elemental plane you were trapped in when the Shadowfell overtook
Air.
you? Yeah. Yeah, you were. You hear, the mistress took care of you. The mistress took care of
Wait a minute. Are they related to the wind goddess?
you. Roll religion. You can add a +5 this time.
They're flying.
I'm proficient in knowledge of planes. Could that be?
Yeah, go ahead.
well,
you can
I-
roll.
Okay.
So is that with the +5 for religion, or is that a 17 with for religion?
It's a 12 with the +5 for
Okay,
religion.
then you don't know. However, Jem, you know that the mistress, or Despoina, is the name that the wind sprites that once lived in the elemental plane of wind called the wind god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
technically, they were not allowed to say her name.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I was in the plane of air when it was destroyed. So that's how I got stuck.
While it was destroyed, so you were in an unstable plane.
Yeah. Helping people get out. You know, the usual.
Noble, yeah.
And she laughs like it's normal.
Yeah, the usual, and so we're both that's something similar for us, that we're helping escort people. For me, it's across a mountain range. For you, it's outside of a plane, but you know.
Extra
Same
planar
difference.
travel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30,000
same
years is a
difference,
long
really.
time. Listen, as long as you do what A, you like, and B, you need, you should be good.
True.
So as you two are having this conversation, you see a drow woman, tall in deep, like deep leathers made from like hook horrors and things, approach and go, "Pardon me, are you two, by chance?" And she'll look over at Jim and flash a badge that essentially is attached to her armor that is the Courser logo. Are you two here to escort my husband, by chance?
Depends
Choice just like,
who husband is.
by the way, I want to stress this. Cho is like not getting that it's secret, because to her they're just scouts.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey, hi.
She'll nod and go, I believe this one here was asked by my husband to help him deal with an issue with his brother.
Oh, that. Yeah, another individual we need to quote-unquote teach some manners.
I am 100% with that. He told me there would be one more with you. Is this one with a Gorgon mask?
Yes.
Where would they be?
Follow me, and she flies. Well, more like walks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgon mask. Right. Okay. Yep. Sorry. Brain.
Yep.
Connecting.
That's Holly's
Yeah.
character.
For a second, I was like, I'm not wearing a Gorgon though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cho. So Cho, as you and Jim return to the temple, Stephanie, you've been training with Regina Twin Dragon this entire
Hell
time.
yeah.
You
I
got
don't
your
suppose I
fucking
would have.
ass kicked.
I don't suppose in exchange I would have been teaching her dragon style, given her name. She probably already
she
knows
already
it.
knows it.
Cool.
She actually taught you some pointers on it.
Hell yeah. I mean, I've already mastered it, so thank you all the same, I suppose.
But yeah, you've been here, training with the pirate queen Regina Twin Dragon.
Hell yeah.
Your two companions will approach with a drow woman in tow, and will kind of say, and she'll kind of go, I see that one, right. I attempted to approach her earlier, but she ran away from me.
I didn't realize the minimap stuff was canon.
Yeah.
Hey, DC.
Would we be like sparring or some shit?
No, Regina's probably taken a break by this point, because they were gone for like an hour and a half.
Cool. She would have probably taken her mask off for like friendly spars and shit, just because she doesn't want it to get like beaten up by a monk who can punch a Bahir in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll like put it on and like head over to the group and say, "Yeah, what's up?
Do
Was
you
your
like playing
expedition
tag?
productive?" Tag, I suppose. Are you asking? You can fly. That's cheating.
I'm also slower.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
But no. This lovely individual, lady, tried to find you and talk to you, but you fled.
Ah,
Are you playing tag?
I wasn't aware of any sort of tag, but I have been preoccupied in the interim. I am
Got it.
free now, though. Is there something you require of me, Miss Rouse?
Well, technically, my husband does. He requested your and the tieflings' help. I believe.
Is your husband the Ranu?
Yes, that's my man.
Okay,
My name is Jaina.
I understand. I
Jane.
apologize.
Good to know. Good to know.
It's a pleasure to know you.
Likewise, my husband is spending some time with his friend, the king, at the palace. If you folks would like to follow me.
Sure.
Sure.
And
By
then
the way,
she
how
will-
are the Corsairs doing?
Shut.
Like she
She will.
Like she whispers to Jem.
Oh, okay.
Like,
the
She's genuinely like, they're just scouts.
yeah
What's
you see
wrong?"
the fucking drow turn around and go, shut the fuck up.
Why? What's a Corsair?
We are a secret organization who work for Tethala to scout out evil in the world, but we're not supposed to still exist.
Why not?
Do you understand the word secret?
Well, you just told me, so it clearly isn't that much of a secret.
Obviously, your friend here knew what they were. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it.
You're okay. You're okay. But why shouldn't you exist?
Technically, we were, and she'll like it with like, heavy air quotes, disbanded after the gods.
Oh,
What?
Veni has disappeared.
Yeah, apparently. Very loud
Hello.
exit. Hello, welcome back.
Hi, sorry, I had to disable that. My internet went off for a second.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
I was very confused because it got
Yeah,
I
really
heard a boop
loud.
and then
Sorry
music.
about that.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I think you have that turned off for you, love.
I definitely do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I definitely do. If it's the sound effects when you come into a chat or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
I turn
Yeah.
that off.
Anyways,
So, technically, the coursers were quote unquote disbanded after the Gods' War, but we were turned into a spy network essentially,
Oh,
Mm,
and
so not scouts.
not scouts any longer. No.
Got it.
so you spy on evil now?
Yes, and then we will inform the High Paladins of what's going
How high are your paladins? What are they smoking?
on. High as in ranking, not as in not as in
good stuff.
the good shit. Yeah. If you want the good shit, you want the Darrow. Trust me.
I
There's a
suppose.
guy. There's a guy named Hephaestus. He grows these mushrooms. They're really
Oh, we've
good.
actually met Hephaestus. He's a sweet man.
I love that.
He's got the good shit.
I love that the scholar is also the one. Like,
He's the mushroom man.
It's the nerds. They know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
But I guess
Cho just instinctively reaches for a cookie, but then realizes she doesn't have any
Yep.
anymore.
Yeah. No, you have that one singular cookie that Priscilla didn't take.
Yeah. Want a cookie?
I would love a cookie. It's been a long day.
There you go, young one. And then head pats the drow, like a grandma to a little child.
She like tilts her head and just instinctively reaches for her sword, but stops herself.
so. What sorts of evil are you spying on as of late?
As of late, the former queen of this city, she was conspiring with some evil forces to supplant her brother and allow Illithid to infiltrate the city of Emberhaven.
I see. That does sound bad.
Not good. I'm very new to this.
I can tell. Are you okay? You look stressed.
I mean, he did just learn I'm 30,000 years old, so.
Yeah. I'm
So is she, and points to Dizzy.
Don't tell people how old I am.
Listen, you look it, and I do as well. We're no longer at our prime.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am
I'm-
beautiful.
You could bench press actual mountains before, like a hyperbole.
Veni, 1 second.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sorry.
Crystal, you were saying?
The only reason I seem nervous or stressed is I'm not really one for the cities. I'm normally, out in nature, out in the mountain ranges. So
Then
just
maybe you
city
should
life
try.
is all it is.
Maybe you should try the upper market then, if you want a bit of nature within the city.
Okay.
It's a giant moss field, essentially.
Ooh,
The Myconid live
I like
there.
the sound of that. Yeah. I think I'll come to hear what's happening at the palace, but then I'll probably check that out after.
Okay. And now, what were you saying? And she'll kind of look over at Veni, your character, and go, "What were you saying about this one being able to bench press mountains?" And she'll lead you guys.
Don't worry about it.
She'll lead
It
you
was
guys.
just casual warm-ups.
She'll lead you folks over toward the palace, and that is where we will end session as you guys approach the palace of the King of Emberhaven.
Yeah.
Ranu will be joining us next session, but not for this session. They got held up at work, so that is why,
Gotcha.
why we will end off here, and then tomorrow, and
Or-
then not tomorrow, but next session, we will head to Sapphire Callum and potentially assassinating a
Yay.
drow.
Fun.
Yay!
I'll
There's
have
no-
you know, I'm still crazy strong.
Hey, we can do this. We're like twice as old as the oldest people around. They won't know we're just doing a hyperbole about what we could do back then.
This is true. That said, I do have like a 20 strength, and I add twice my strength modifier to my first attack every round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all are
So
beastly fucking characters.
Yeah, Chu is like genuinely weak compared to how she was before. But still, at
Tistif?
14 in strength and 16 in con is decent.
that is really good, actually.
Yeah,
Tisiphone is already stronger than Arcadia in terms of like actual strength.
yeah.
It's,
I happen to roll high for my rolls.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no, that's perfect.
But yeah, so this is where we will end session.
Yay.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We're probably not going to raid tonight, mostly because I just do not have the energy to do so. But you guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.
Bye, Dave.